What's the point of doing anything if there is no hope for the future? Tell me, what is it? What is it? The economy is going down, we can't afford homes. The younger generation is learning at a slower pace. Climate change is taking over. We're not guaranteed a future. So what's the point of even hoping that it could change? What's the point of hoping that the loneliness epidemic will get better? What's the point of doing anything if we don't have hope? Hope is the only thing that keeps us going. And now that's gone too. Because of the death of religion and spirituality, we have no hope for anything. We can't fill our minds with what we think is the reason for our existence. So we're just in these bubbles of existential thought, hoping that the next day is going to be better than today. And that's all we really have, is that hope. But then what if that hope disappears? Then you're just nothing. You're just here, waiting for life to pass you by. Hope, even though it's silly, it's not tangible, it's almost nothing, is the thing that keeps people alive. I don't think that one can ever lose hope. And if you do lose hope, then you lose your entire sense of being. All we can really have is hope nowadays. In a world that is so hopeless, we need hope now more than anything. And then you might be thinking, well, what's the point? And sometimes I get scared for our future and what that's going to look like. With AI taking over, we're going to be run by machines. So what's the point of ever doing anything? The answer is always the same, no matter when you were born, where you were born, what generation you were living in. The answer to that is hope. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow has never been guaranteed. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if climate change is going to destroy the world. It doesn't matter if AI is going to take over the world. It doesn't matter that our younger generations are going to be pretty much not capable of learning anything. It doesn't matter because that future doesn't exist. Maybe there's certain semblances of it right now, but all we can hope to do is to hope that things will get better. To believe in something. Even though it seems silly, it seems stupid, it seems almost naive. It's illogical, it doesn't make any sense, there's no proof, there's no nothing. It's just all we have left to do. So what do you do when you feel hopeless, when you feel like life isn't going your way, when you feel alone, when you feel lost, when you feel like you can't figure things out for yourself? You have to have hope. And I know that seems dumb. And I know it seems silly, and I know it seems counterintuitive, because it's like, why would I even have hope if everything doesn't make sense and everything is hopeless? Because without it, there wouldn't be any change ever. There wouldn't be. the greatest minds and the greatest thinkers, they hoped for change. And they took the steps to make that change. Even though it was based off of just their own belief that they could do it. And they did it. Now, whether that belief is right or wrong is a whole other discussion, but hope is the strongest thing that one could have in order to achieve everything that they could ever possibly want out of this life. So, in a world that seems so hopeless, in a world that seems like the future is going to collapse in front of us humans were adaptable. That's one of the greatest things about being a human, is that we are adaptable. We'll figure it out. The only thing I ask of myself and of you is to not lose faith, to not lose hope, even when everything around you tells you that you should. You should dream big, and you should go for the changes that you want to make. Because if you believe that things around you are hopeless, nothing is ever going to change. You're just going to be sitting here, miserable, for the rest of your life. And then just like that, life passes you by. And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can't even recognize yourself. That's what I'm scared about. And that's why no matter what happens, what's gonna happen, maybe living in this world where you hope that things could be better, maybe that is the only thing that we have left. And I get scared of the future, obviously. I think that everybody does, because, well, that's just evolution. That's just life. The people before us were scared with the advancements of today, and just like the people before them, they were scared with the advancements of those times as well. It's an ever-ending cycle of humanity. Progress, advancement, change. These are all things that are part of human life. And we're not used to it because it seems so foreign to us, especially when it comes to AI, artificial intelligence taking over the world. It seems so crazy to us, but that is just life. Life continues, life changes. That is the fate of the human being, is that we are constantly evolving. And everything, every change that has ever happened, stemmed from that little bit of hope that we had within ourselves. So don't lose that hope, even if everything seems hopeless. Okay. That's it for today. I hope you have a great night.